Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you want to find out how to recreate this Beetlejuice inspired look, just go ahead and keep on watching. Alrighty, so starting off, I'm using an eyebrow brush with the spoolie side first, just placing my brows in place where I want them to be. Then going in with Ben Nye's Bruise Wheel, using the yellow as a primer or base for the green color that I'm going to be laying down after this. I'm just going in and tracing my brow, defining that shape that I want, and pushing that color into my brow hairs. And once I'm finished with that, I'm going to be going in with Blitz Emerald from the Sublime palette from McGrath and laying that green on top of the yellow that I just placed down on my brows. Packing this in, going back and forth between laying down color and feathering out the brow so I still get that natural brow look. And then once you are happy with one eyebrow, you are going to continue and do the same thing to the other eyebrow. And after I get my brows to a point where I'm happy with them, I'm going to go in with my Kush Clear Brow Gel from Milk Makeup and just set my brows in place so they stay and they do not move. I also like going on top with a clear brow gel just because I feel like it helps define all my hairs and make it look more natural. And then I'm just going in with a makeup wipe and kind of cleaning up my brows anywhere that I see fit before I go in and I start my makeup. Now we are getting into the eyes. I did go ahead and prime my eyelids off camera, and I did use the Louise eyeshadow base to do so. So starting off, we're going to go in with the Inglot Cosmetics Freedom Style Matte shade in the color 334. I am going to start by applying this to my outer corner and working that into my crease, blending it all the way up to my brow bone. Typically, I leave just a little bit of space between my shadows and my brow to blend a brow bone highlight in there, but for this specific look, I'm going to be taking that shadow all the way up to the brow bone. And then once I am done there, I'm going to repeat on the other eyeball. Now I'm going in with the Jeffree Star Mini Controversy palette in shade Controversy. And I'm going in with that same fluffy brush that I used before and going back in and blending that on top of what I just laid down, deepening that shadow and creating more depth. Honestly, the key to this look is just blending. Patience, my friend. Patience. It's hard and obnoxious, but you'll get through it, I promise. I'm also slightly blending this down kind of onto my contour area where my nose is. I'm now going in with the Mini Breaker palette from Jeffree Star Cosmetics with a diffused eyeshadow brush using the shade Purple Punch laying this down into my outer corner and crease, blending into what we previously laid down. Again, creating more depth and kind of hollowing out my eyeball just a little bit more. This is always what takes me the longest, is just blending everything out and blending everything together. I apologize, my camera goes in and out of focus. Bear with me, guys. This is my first video. I promise you it will get better. Just give me time, alright? Again, going in and repeating that to my other eyeball. I'm now going in with the Laura Lee Los Angeles Party Animal palette with the shade Hungover. And again, laying that into my outer corner crease area, really starting to give that depth. I'm one of those, I lay a lot of my shadows down first, then I go in with black, because going in with black then blending out with colors scares me a little bit more, and it always comes out super muddy. So this is how I do most of my smoky eye looks. Focusing that shade more in that corner area. And again, once you're done, you're going to repeat that to the second eye. I'm now going to go back into my Pat McGrath Mothership Sublime palette with the Xtreme black shade, and I'm going to be using my Sigma E45 brush for this. What I'm going to do here first is kind of map out where I want that black to lay, right in my outer corner and crease area. I'm kind of creating a rounded hollow shape, kind of similar to how they do Michael Keaton's makeup in the movie. Just blending that out nice and softly. Once I get that generalized shape and idea that I want, I'm going to go back and repeat that to my other eye. After I do this, I go in and I pack a lot of black where I laid that original outline down. And then after I lay all of that black down, I'm going to go back in with my diffused BH Cosmetic blending brush with a little bit of that purple on it, and really blend and diffuse that black out, smoking everything out real nicely. Once that's done, I go and I clean the fallout from my face. Now I'm going to go in with my Louise eyeshadow base and cut my crease with a flat synthetic brush. I'm going to go in and do this. Before I cut my crease, I like to go in with a makeup wipe or a Q-tip and like Vaseline or something. I actually learned that trick from the P. Louise Instagram. I do that just so my base doesn't mix in with that black dark shadow that I laid, and that light color really pops and that crease is really defined when I go in and I lay that color. Now I'm going back in with my mini breaker palette using the shade Oral and laying that right on top of that base. Okay, so I'm going in and priming my face with my vitamin enriched face base, but this is right at the point where my camera died, so you don't really see any of my face being done. So I'm just going to go in and start from where it cut off and leave the details down below. Now taking my Jeffree Star Cosmetics Alien palette and going in with the shade Abduction, I'm going to go over where I laid all of that contour just to give it a very dingy, greenish, kind of moldy look that Beetlejuice has going on. And I'm doing this on every area that I contour, leaving my nose out because I'm going to do something a little bit different with my nose when I'm done with this. Now going back into that shade Controversy on a tapered contour brush, I'm dragging that down my nose and I'm using that shade to contour my nose the way that I normally would, giving me a very dramatic Tim Burton blushed effect. So I did apply my highlight off camera, so I will go ahead and put all the info for that in the description below. Now I'm going in with my liquid lipstick. I'm using Jeffree Star's liquid lipstick in the shade I'm Nude, just lining my lips. And after this is completely optional, but I go in and I kind of buff out and blur it, so it gives me that really messy, blurred, avant-garde type look. And it also adds to a more decaying type look when we start to go in and add the liquid lipstick. But the lip and the way that you do the lip is all up to you guys and your preference. Ooh, I had an itch. That's embarrassing. I never realized all the dumb faces I make when I do my makeup. And I'm so sorry about that. Now I'm going to go in with my Jeffree Star liquid lipstick in the shade Mistletoe and focus this more on the innermost part of my lip, and I'm going to just blend that out lightly with my finger. Whenever I do an ombre lip, I prefer to blend out with my finger because I feel like I get a little bit more control with my product. And once you are satisfied with the lip look, you're going to set everything in place with the setting spray. Alrighty, then after setting my face, I went ahead and filmed my eyeliner, but my camera did again decide to die on me, so I apologize. I went in and lined my eyes using the Too Faced Melted Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Evil Twin. And when I do my eyeliner freehand, I always use a really tiny artist brush that I actually picked up from the craft store. So now I'm going in and applying lashes. I'm starting off with my Milk Makeup Kush Mascara just as a base for my lashes to stick to. And for lashes, I'm using one of my favorite pairs in the style Bombshell. These are 25 milliliter lashes from Cavalli Lashes. This is not sponsored by any way. I just really love their lashes. They last forever and they're super reasonably priced for what you get. Before I pop these lashes on, I did go ahead and size them just to make sure they don't look awkward. I cut what needs to be cut. I go ahead and I put my little lash glue on, let that dry a hot little minute, and then I go ahead and set them in place. Now, by any means, you do not need lashes this big. I just like to be a little extra when it comes to my eyelashes. I do apologize for all the awkwardness and craziness that might occur during this video. I'm very new to a lot of the editing, and I promise over time I will get better. Just bear with me, guys. If there are any looks in particular that you want to see or things that you guys want to attempt me to see, please feel free to leave any comments in the description below. I'm always up for suggestions and I love to hear what you guys want to see. I thank you so much for watching this and sticking with me and supporting me through all this. If you did enjoy the video, please like. Again, leave a comment below, even if it's just saying hi, what's up. And if you're around the little area, just tap the little subscribe button, help your girl out. I really hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did. And again, I apologize for all the awkwardness and craziness, especially at the end. I definitely planned on talking, but the voiceover was just so much easier. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it.